Fishin Affliction. Hello.
It's time to wet a line. It's Fishin Affliction time for those who got it bad.
Well, mom and dad's grabbed the kids, it's time for the fishing show. Me and the big dog's gonna go catch them down at the fishing hole. Well, you better stick around, cause you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, me and the big dog's got that Fishin Affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old Ranger boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin', yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and the big dog's got that Fishin Affliction. Yeah, me and the big dog's got that Fishin Affliction. Yeah. Yeah, and we've got it bad.
I've got that Fishin Affliction.
Hey, I'm Hot Defo, and I've got that Fishin Affliction.
Hi, I'm Denny Brower, and I've got that Fishin Affliction.
Hey, I'm Mark Menendez, and I've got that Fishin Affliction.
I'm Bobby Lane, and I got that Fishin Affliction. Hi, I'm Chris Lane, and I got that Fishin Affliction.
I'm Shaw Grigsby, and I got that Fishin Affliction.
Just like me. Here, fishy, fishy here, fishy, fishy here, fishy, fishy here.
Woo! What a fish, big dog. Woo! What a dang fish. That's the biggest fish I've ever seen caught. Whoa! What a tank.
Well, folks, it's time to wet a line because it's Fishin Affliction time, and welcome into today's episode, part 2 of the Big Dog Fishin' with the Bassmaster, chasing those big old Central Florida giants, including one of the biggest largemouths ever caught on Fishin Affliction TV. Today's Fishin Affliction product spotlight is on the cold weather gear from Onyx, and be sure to head on over to our online store because there's some brand new Fishin Affliction gear that you might be wanting to wear. And if you can't get enough Fishin Affliction, then be sure to subscribe to us there at our YouTube channel, and at the end of the show, you'll meet the Fishin Affliction Facebook Friend of the Week. So sit back and enjoy part 2 of the Big Dog Fishin' with the Bassmaster, chasing those giant Central Florida largemouths and catching one of the biggest ones ever caught right here on Fishin Affliction TV.
Had a good one? Yes, sir.
Well, folks, last week the Big Dog and J.B. Bassmaster were having a whole bunch of fun catching those big old Central Florida largemouths on those Strike King baits.
Ooh, that is a good one. Look at that big sow. We're gonna need a net on this one? Oh, come on, big boy. That's a good fish there, big dog. That's a good one. Now, that's the second fish of the day. That's how you want to start out a day.
That's how we start out the day.
Now, that one's going in the box for the end of the day shot right there.
Shot right there, baby.
All right, buddy. Hey, and it's only, look, it's only 8:10.
Rusty's got a good one on right here.
Yo, he killed it.
There he is. Woo, look at that one. Well, you think he's about 3.5?
Oh yeah, he's solid. He's not as good as that one you called earlier though. It's a good one though.
Nice fish, beautiful fish.
Man, he hit that rage call, and then there was nothing. And I went, oh, where did he go? I said, this is a good one here. Oh, that's a pig. That's a good one there. That's a good one there on a spinning rod. That's funny. That's a chunk. That's a chunk. Good job. We're about to finish off this stringer with a good 18, 20 pounds. All right. Good job, man. Good job. You finessed that one out of there. That's a big fish right there.
Rusty just hung one. We getting ready to leave, and he just hung a good one. Oh my goodness. Look at this hog here. That's the one we've been looking for all day.
Look at that.
And she got it all.
Golly, oh golly, what a fish.
She got it all. This is what we've been looking for all day.
Oh my goodness.
And my buddy just got her. Right before it gets dark.
I got her this time. Oh, what a head on a fish. Look at this fish right here. Oh my goodness. Look at this big sow. Look at that pig. That is a pig.
Beautiful fish, Russ. Beautiful.
That is a big old fish.
That's how the big dog does it in Florida, right there.
Woo! Man, guys, I gotta tell you, we just went to record our final stringer of the day and released them, and the camera wasn't recording, so I wasn't in the best moods coming back there, but that sure helps make up for it.
Yes, sir. That's a beautiful
That sure
fish.
helps make up for it.
That's a beautiful fish.
He looked bigger than that, but he's a 7-pound fish, right at 7 pounds. That's why I like to see them swim off and happy when they swim off. Because he sure made me happy at the last bite of the day.
Beautiful.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Woo! I love it. I can't wait till tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Well, folks, when the big dog said he couldn't wait till tomorrow, he wasn't kidding.
This is how you want to start every morning. Here's J.B. coming to the water. Here's J.B. walking to the water. And I decided to make a cast or two. Hold on a second. Not the best. All right, there's my first one. All right. JB, there's my first one this morning. That ain't fair, is it? That ain't fair, look. JB, how come you ain't caught one yet?
Man, I was parking the truck. You see, I got one.
That was funny, man. That was funny. All right, let's go to work again. Well, I'm gonna put this one in the box.
Well, folks, I know exactly how J.B. Bassmaster feels, because if the big dog's on the water, then he's fishing with or without you. But as soon as the Bassmaster got in the boat, it wasn't long before he had his first largemouth on of the day.
Not exactly the size.
It's a start. He ate it too. It's a start.
He ate that G.
You want it?
Yeah, he wanted it. We haven't been catching them out here deeper, have we?
Yep. Nice start for our first fish of the day. You've already got me 3-4 up already before I even park the truck.
Now, that's not any way to act, man. I'm just, you know, we're a team. It ain't we fishing against each other, man. But if I gotta catch the most, I mean, you know, I don't care how many I catch. I'm gonna catch one big one today, just one big one.
Hey, I'm gonna let that happen because they know you're my guest.
Oh, good. I like that.
Let's get back at them.
Well, folks, the big dog and the Bassmaster are now ready for day 2 of chasing those big old largemouths down there in Central Florida. And in a moment, we'll be right back there in the wilds of Central Florida when we return to Fishin Affliction TV. But speaking of in the wilds, let's go see some pictures from this week's
In the Wild.
Well, folks, that's Freeman on the left, and that beautiful lady on his right is Miss Jessie. Now, Miss Jessie's dad, his name is Mr. Ricky Bird, and he is quite a fisherman. But not only can he fish, folks, he can absolutely cook what he catches, as Ricky is working on his culinary degree. And folks, as soon as he gets it, I'm inviting myself over for dinner because I know that's going to be some of the finest catfish that I've ever eaten. Thanks for the pictures, Miss Jessie. Folks, you can send your pictures to pics@fishinaffliction.com and be sure to upload them to our Facebook page. And maybe you'll see them right here on the big screen.
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild.
At Strike King, it starts with the concept. Next, it's all about perfecting the prototype. Finally, it's about catching a dream.
This is a new prototype crankbait we're working on, Strike King. It's called a 10XD.
Strike King 10XD.
Wow! A 5-bass limit!
Perfection to 25 feet and beyond. Catch your dream.
Smyrna Ready Mix is an established company that handles business daily with integrity and professionalism. Whether you're a general contractor, professional builder, or a do-it-yourself homeowner, SRM has your concrete solutions. With several convenient locations in the Middle Tennessee area to serve you, the only call you need to make is to SRM, ready to serve you with integrity and professionalism.
Tennessee boat operators born after January 1st, 1989 must show a Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency issued card as proof of successful completion of a nationally approved boater education exam administered by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Non-resident boat operators in the state of Tennessee who fall within the age requirement must show proof of successful passage of the National Association of Boating Law Administrators approved boater education course.
Safe boating is no accident. Take a safe boating course.
The Tournament Trail for those who've got it bad. Brought to you by SRM, Smyrna Ready Mix, serving you with professionalism and integrity.
Well, folks, a big congratulations to our very own Rusty Rust. The Big Dog was accepted to fish the Professional Anglers Association's Bass Trail, also known as the PAA, and fished by some of the top anglers in the nation. And all throughout this year's tournament trail, we'll be catching up with the Big Dog right here on our very own tournament trail to tell you how he does in all those PAA events. Our special thanks to Smyrna Ready Mix for sponsoring the tournament trail. And now back to Fishin Affliction.
Well, not exactly the size.
Yep. Nice start for our first fish of the day. You've already got me 3-4 up already before I even park the truck.
Now, that's not any way to act, man. I'm just, you know, we're a team. It ain't we fishing against each other, man. But if I got to catch the most, I mean, you know, I don't care how many I catch. I just want to catch one big one today, just one big one.
Hey, I'm going to let that happen because they know you're my guest.
Oh, good. I like that.
Let's get back at him.
Got him on, don't you, big dog? That's a chunk. Hit that spinner bait.
Man, that spinner bait comes through.
Yeah.
Nice fish.
Yeah, that's good fish. Yeah. You putting him on the little fish side or not, or that too little? He's chunky.
He's a chunky fish. We're going to put him on the little fish side.
Yeah, just for good luck, man. Beautiful. You can tell he was a grass fish. All right, little fish side.
Come on up here and say hi.
Well, there are a few in here anyway, aren't there?
Right in the middle. Right in the grass. That's where I threw it, right in the middle.
Well, that's a chunk.
That's a chunk there. He's going on the little fish side, but look how fat he is.
That is a pig. You know, that's not too far from where I just got broke off at.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that always is a good thing is check your line, because I picked up a spinning rod that I hadn't been throwing it. Tied a caffeine shad on and had a fish come up and eat it and did not catch him. But we're fishing this little canal. These are great little spawning places in the spring. We're a little bit ahead of that right now. But that's a pretty solid little fish. Put him in the little fish side. And we don't have any of the big fish side yet. And it's about 10:30, but we're still working on it. We're having fun. Good looking Florida fish. You know, they're always dark like that when they're in the grass. But they're just friends. They're just friends.
We got some company now.
Yep. And they're all going to come if he does. He's loaded up pretty good. There's nothing wrong with that one. That's a good solid fish. Yep. All right, well, caught one on the squirm, man, on the squirm. Well, we're going to have a little fish limit before we get a big fish limit, it looks like today.
Looks like it.
Every decent bite we're getting. You're going to put him in the little fish side?
Yeah.
All right. Now, the limit here is 14 inches, isn't it?
Yes, sir. 14.
So 14 inches, so that's a 16-inch fish right there for sure.
Nice little chunk.
Yeah, that's good, solid fish. Solid fish. Number 4.
Oh, Rusty's hooked up here in the middle of this canal. Oh, she just come off.
Dang-gummit, man, that was a big fish right there. Now, that was a big fish.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just having the loozies this morning. I broke one off and then that one. Golly, man. We're really having to slow down. This front's still on us a little bit. It's a little warmer, but Man, we're really having to slow down. I'm really having to work this bait so slow, but when I get a bite, it's a good one.
Yeah, when we get one, it's a good one. That was a good fish.
I mean, that fish had me bowed up the whole time. Just like to have seen that one. If it was a 7, 8 pounder, I know I'd like to put him in the boat, but man,
I think that might have been one too.
You never know.
Here we go, on to the next one.
Not a giant, but another fish anyway.
A skinny fella.
He's really skinny. He ain't like you or me, buddy. Hey, he didn't eat what we ate last night.
Boy, wasn't that good?
That was some of the best barbecue I've had in a long time.
We're not even gonna put him in the small side.
That is bait there.
Yeah.
The big hammer says every fish we catch is bait because he fishes saltwater, but that is bait. Goodbye, buddy. Well, I gotta go back to work.
Rusty's hooked up again. Looks like this might be a little better fish.
All right. That's a good chunk. You know, I really think you can go about any bank in here and catch them on this caffeine shad. And then we're what, 1:30 in the afternoon, I mean high thing, and they'll eat that caffeine shad. It's just a slower bait, man, and sometimes when the bite's tough, it just falling slow like that is when they'll eat it.
I figured that thought.
I'm just glad to see us finally catch one right in here. He looks pretty solid.
Right up against the...
That one hit the ocho. Yeah, that ain't nothing wrong with that. He'll kick a stringer weight up.
Yep.
Put him in on the little fish side and we'll throw one of the little fish back. Look how fat that thing. He's chunky.
Sitting up there eating.
And we got any littler than that one? They're all about that size or better, ain't they?
Yeah.
I don't know, look in there and see. You be the judge. You be the judge. I know we got a limit of fish. Yeah, they all look about like that one, man. Don't they? Yeah. They're all pretty solid. Nice solid chunks, but I mean, we'll take them in a day and a tournament.
Well, folks, the Big Dog and the Bassmaster are steady filling up the Rangers live wells with those Central Florida largemouths, and in a moment, you're going to see one of the biggest fish ever caught in that beautiful Ranger boat when the Bassmaster catches one right at 9 pounds. All of that when we return to Fishin' Affliction. But right now, let's head upstairs to the kitchen to see what Miss Vicki Porter's got cooking this week.
In the Skillet with Chef Vicki Porter is brought to you by Cleep.com, turning your precious memories into video treasures.
Welcome to In the Skillet. I'm Vicki Porter, and last time on In the Skillet I showed you those delicious sauteed mushrooms, and today I'm going to show you the perfect complement to those. It's my broiled bacon Swiss turkey burgers. And now for the ingredients. You will need turkey burgers, Dijon mustard, Dale sauce, hamburger seasoning, bacon, Swiss cheese, and sauteed mushrooms. First, we're going to make the sauce for our turkey burgers, and for the sauce we're going to mix together some Dale seasoning and some Dijon mustard. Get this all mixed together. Now take this sauce and spread it out evenly on top of the burgers. Now season each burger with your hamburger seasoning. Now place your turkey burgers in a greased baking dish. Next, it's time to broil our turkey burgers, and we're going to broil them for about 5 to 7 minutes on each side, or until the internal temperature reaches 180. Once your turkey burgers are cooked, now it's time to build our masterpiece. Let's add our sauteed mushrooms, add some bacon. Now top it with a piece of Swiss cheese and put this back in the oven for just a couple minutes. After the cheese is melted, it's time to sit down and enjoy these broiled bacon Swiss turkey burgers. You can find this recipe at intheskillet.com, and be sure and click on the YouTube icon to see this recipe as well as all of my other In the Skillets. I'm Vicki Porter. Tune in next week to see what's cooking in the skillet.
As fishermen, we're predators, and fish are the prey. In nature, the best fishermen have one thing in common: their eyes. How do you turn your eyes into the eye of a predator? It takes 11 layers of lens technology and a new lens color to make the human eye emulate the eye of a predator. Stop buying glasses for the classes. Make yourself an alpha predator.
An investor's dream, a sportsman's paradise, a unique opportunity to own 278 prime acres of secluded waterfront property on world-class Kentucky Lake. Located just 75 miles from downtown Nashville, Richland Shores will make the perfect recreational estate or prime development site with over 3,700 pristine feet of waterfront property. Richland Shores, your dreams and a whole lot more.
Hello everyone, I want to remind you that this Tuesday, February 5th, the Corps of Engineers will be holding a public meeting at McGavock High School right here in Nashville, McGavock High School in the auditorium, to let us know what their plans are to implement cables, barrels, signs, whatever below our dams to keep us out of waters that we've been fishing for 50 plus years. I hope you show up in great numbers. If you've never fished, I hope you show up at this meeting. We don't need to be told after all these years why we can't go to places based on information that we don't think is correct. The Corps of Engineers is saying this is a safety issue, but we will have numbers on Tuesday that show that it's not a safety issue. It's probably more about liability. And even though we can't change their mind, there will be congressional representatives, their staffers will be there, and there will be press there, and they need to see we mean business and that we want this slowed down, halted, or stopped so that we can all get together and talk about it more. For instance, has the Corps of Engineers, have they checked with anybody about what the economic impact is going to be in the counties and cities that surround the rivers that have these dams on them? I don't think they have. What about the traditions and the legacies that we have in Tennessee? What about those? Have they talked about those? Did they go to business people and spend any time with those folks that have created their businesses around these dams? All these are questions that need to be answered, and I hope you'll join us this week, Tuesday night. Let's get some answers. I'll see you there at the meeting. I'll be there, and I hope you are too. And I'll see you next week right here on Fishin Affliction.
On today's Fishin Affliction product spotlight, it's about the cold weather gear made by Onyx. Today is one of those kind of days. Cold, it might rain, it might snow, I don't know what it's going to do, but I do know that I am going fishing, and I'm going to be extremely comfortable doing so because of this great cold weather gear made by Onyx. I'm in my cold weather insulated bib, I've got my fisherman's jacket on. Underneath I've got that Onyx fleece liner. I've got my warm weather waterproof gloves on, and of course you see my Onyx inflatable life jacket on. Extreme comfort, unsurpassed quality, and a product line that you won't believe. Onyx, keeping you there. And now back to Fishin Affliction. Welcome back to Fishin Affliction, and this segment of the show is brought to you by US Reel, when performance means everything. Cigar Line, always the best. Mustad Ultra Point hooks, stays sharper longer. Onyx life jackets, keeping you there. Fraybill, trusted gear since 1938. Blakemore's Reel Magic, the name says it all. Deca Gel batteries. King Sailfish mounts for that catch of a lifetime. Inox, the supreme lubricant. Wigwam Socks, the performance sock company made in the USA. Rugged electronic mounts provided by Ram Mounts. Lowrance Electronics by bbgmarine.com, and tournament wear. Look great, feel great, do great.
Rusty's hooked up and sitting down with the fish. This is a good one here. This is a good one. Waiting for her to show herself. Oh yeah. Is it a mudfish or what is it? Oh, it is a mud. Oh my goodness. That's the biggest mud. Oh my God, look at this mudfish. Good night. He's wrapped on that gill plate. You're gonna have to change that line for sure. I mean, that's a monster mudfish. Now I want to just show you the chompers on this mudfish. This is why I'm watching. Look at the teeth on him. Alright, we're going to let him go. You know what? That's the biggest prehistoric fish I ever caught. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Woo! I
hadn't seen him yet.
Well, folks, there's no doubt that the big dog was surprised by catching that monster mudfish. But the next surprise just about flipped that Ranger boat around as J.B. Bassmaster catches one of the biggest largemouths ever caught on Fishin Affliction TV.
Oh, what a tank! What a tank! What an absolute tank!
Ah, she's stuck it too, baby.
Oh, what a tank. Oh, what a tank. Oh, what a tank. That was probably the worst film job I ever did on Fishin Affliction. What a tank. What a tank. What a tank, man.
Didn't I tell you we were headed there, baby?
Woo, what a fish, big dog. Woo, what a dang fish. That's the biggest fish I've ever seen caught out of the boat, I think. Whoa. What a tank. What a dang tank. That is an absolute mule. Oh, man. Boy. Man. What an absolute tank, man.
Listen,
what a
this is the Dan Rust.
Here. let me shoot a picture, man. Let me shoot a picture. Woo, man. Man, and it didn't even come up. Man, I know you're fired up, boy. What a tank. Yeah, get us a mark on that, please. All right, turn around here and hold it up.
Well, folks, after taking a few pictures and officially weighing it with that Mustad scale, this Central Florida giant weighed exactly 9 pounds, making it one of the biggest ever caught on Fishin Affliction TV, and a memory that the big dog and the Bassmaster will cherish forever.
All right, here's our 4 best ones from the second day in where we at?
Orlando.
Hey, here's our 4 best ones from the second day in Orlando. And I think this one can eat the rest of them, but anyway, we had over 20-something pounds today. Of course, you got a 9-pounder, that's pretty easy to have over 20 pounds. But anyway,
easy.
Buddy, I had a blast fishing with you. It's been enjoyable. Should have had another 6-7 pounder. He got off right at the boat, and we broke off because of the fish, but that's part of fishing, man. I had a blast, though.
I had a blast with you too, man. It was so good for you to come down and fish with me. I hope we can do it again soon.
Well, you don't got to worry about it. I'm coming back, buddy.
9-pounders all day right here with my man Rusty
on Fishin Affliction,
Florida style.
Well, folks, making memories of a lifetime. That's what this trip did for both the big dog and the Bassmaster. Not only did they have some fun together catching those big old fish, the Bassmaster caught one of the biggest ones ever caught here on Fishin Affliction TV. Congratulations, and I've got a sneaking suspicion that the big dog will be heading back down there as soon as those big girls go on bed. And folks, next week, we've got a special treat as we have an opportunity to fish with a true American hero, Mr. Toby Lillard, U.S. Army veteran and tournament fishing powerhouse. And folks, he can throw that Alabama rig and any other kind of rig that he decides to fish with, and he is a fishing machine. So tune in to Fishin Affliction TV next week, and you'll see. Man, it didn't take long, brother. Let me see. Holy cow. Holy cow.
This week's Team Fishin Affliction featured Facebook friend is
Jody Nicholson.
And thanks for being our Facebook friend. For your chance to join in the fun and become an official Team Fishin Affliction featured Facebook friend, simply like us on Facebook. And be sure to write a comment on our wall. As always, a big thank you to all of our national and local sponsors for providing us with the most advanced technology and highest quality products and services. Be sure to visit each of our partners online through the sponsor links page on our official website at FishinAffliction.com. And this is your old pal Matthew Gillen, the voice of Fishin Affliction TV, hoping that you'll tune in next week, because there's no doubt that Dan and the big dog got it bad. They've got Fishin Affliction for those who got it bad.
Ooh, boys, look at this way. 27.09.